Today we're going to explain what a Class 1 misdemeanor is under Arizona law. Now, if you've been charged with a Class 1 misdemeanor and you want to understand more about what that means, then this video is for you. The criminal code in Arizona is broken down into different types of crimes. The two biggest categories of crimes in Arizona are going to be misdemeanors and felonies. A felony is a very serious type of crime that is handled by Arizona's superior courts, whereas a misdemeanor is a lesser type of crime and is usually handled by the city courts or the justice courts. But just because a misdemeanor is lesser than a felony, it still has potentially serious consequences. This can include jail time, fines, as well as the consequences of having a criminal conviction go on your record. Now, the category of misdemeanor crimes in Arizona law breaks down further into three different classes of misdemeanors. There are Class 1, Class 2, and Class 3 misdemeanors. Class 3 misdemeanors are going to be the least serious, whereas Class 1 misdemeanors are the most serious type of misdemeanor crime. And what makes one misdemeanor more serious than the other is that as you go up in the classes, the maximum punishment increases the higher the level of the crime. Common Class 1 misdemeanors include things like DUI, certain types of assault, and disorderly conduct. Now, the maximum penalties for a Class 1 misdemeanor is up to 6 months in jail, $2,500 in fines, and up to 3 years of probation. There can also be other terms of probation that a court might require you to complete for a Class 1 misdemeanor, such as community service hours or attending certain court-mandated classes, such as alcohol screening classes. You often see those in DUI cases, or anger management classes you can sometimes see in assault cases. If the crime has been designated a domestic violence offense, then it's also common to see domestic violence classes as a term of probation. Now, in addition to the maximum penalties, some Class 1 misdemeanors also have mandatory minimum sentences. The most common type of misdemeanor we see that has a mandatory minimum is DUIs. Even the lowest level of DUI in Arizona, for example, will bring you minimum fines and mandatory jail time. All misdemeanor crimes in Arizona also have what is called a statute of limitations. This is a time limit that exists in which the state has to bring the charges. Generally, if a crime is committed and the state doesn't bring charges within the statute of limitations, then the prosecution can't bring the charges. And for a Class 1 misdemeanor, the statute of limitations in Arizona is going to be 1 year. So that means that the state doesn't have to charge you with a misdemeanor crime immediately after your arrest. The state can actually wait up to a year afterwards before bringing the charges, but if it waits longer than that, then it can't bring the charges at all. Now, there are some exceptions to this time limit, such as if the defendant is absent from the state during the statute of limitations period. Now, just because you've been charged with a misdemeanor doesn't mean that a conviction will actually go on your criminal record. Remember, the misdemeanor charge is just that. It is only a charge, and it's not yet a conviction. If you've been charged with a misdemeanor, then there are a number of steps that can be taken to protect your interests. If you hire a defense attorney, such as us, then we're going to conduct an investigation into your case, negotiate with the prosecution, and try to fight to get the charges reduced or dismissed. One possible resolution to a Class 1 misdemeanor case is if you have no prior criminal history. In Arizona, there is sometimes the opportunity to participate in what is called a diversion program. A diversion program gives you the chance to have your case dismissed after you complete certain court-ordered classes. Now, it may not always be available, and plea negotiations are always specific to each client's individual case, but we have had success in the past in getting diversion offers for our clients who don't have any prior criminal history. So if you or somebody you know has been charged with a Class 1 misdemeanor, give us a call. My firm offers free case evaluations, and we can analyze your case to see how we can help you with your Class 1 misdemeanor charges. We look forward to speaking with you soon. Thanks for watching.